You got any Kobe stories? Where we always have basketball dudes that always give us a Kobe story.
Man, tons.
Give us a good one that no one's heard.
I do got a funny story. So we play. I was at UCLA. I hurt my knee. We're practicing. Now I can't practice, so UCLA team is practicing. It's the lockout year. About 8:30, Kobe walks in with his trainer, and so everybody on the team like, oh shit, that, like it's Kobe. It's the lockout. I was like, oh, he probably got the gym for after our practice to like work out. And he came early. So he was like, saw the practice, walked through, very respectful, went on the side and was just like shooting. I was like, damn, dude, Kobe over there. So I just like start
Hobbling.
making my way over to the side. And then I'm like, Coach, can I, let me rebound for him. Ain't nobody there to rebound. So he's shooting, I'm rebounding for him. He ain't even really doing nothing. He just like, we just talking. Then I pass him the ball, and I just do the fake closeout. And about a fourth time, throw him the ball, and it's like, bro, we are in a full-on one-on-one game. Hey, bro, we was in a one-on-one game. I was like, man, I got to get this one-on-one fade. When I look up, the whole UCLA team stopped, and they watching me and Kobe play one-on-one. And I was like, man, he beat me.
He's hurt, though. You're hurt.
Yeah, I'm hurt. That's the only and we used to argue all the time. We seen every time we see each other, I'd be like, bro, you can't beat me one-on-one. He's like, bro, I already beat you. He's like, bro, I already beat you. I was like, come on, dog. Like, I was hurt. I beat you. I was like, all right. And so we were supposed to, the year I got hurt and my career ended, we had dinner in New York. Before, like during the Linsanity, I was like, hey, bro, Jeremy Lin gonna bust y'all ass. I'm telling you. We was sitting at dinner. He was like, come on, yo, chill. I was like, all right, bro, I'm telling you, like, he on the road. Do not let this dude bust your ass, because I'm telling you, everybody is coming in here getting their head cracked. Come on, BD. I said, all right, dude. And so we made a bet that after the season, we were going to rematch the one-on-one game. And if he beat me, I came to the Lakers. You know what I mean? And then I was like, well, if I beat you, what do I get? He was like, man, I come speak at your basketball camp.
Now,
hey, bro. And then when I thought about it, I was like, well, shit, it is Kobe.
now,
like my whole career is projecting on him beating me. And like, if I beat him, he gonna go speak at my basketball camp? Like,
that'd be a hell of a basketball camp.
Yeah, Kobe, you call it, dog. I mean, when I first met Kobe,
what happened?
I knew he was different. So we go over Kobe's house, tour the house, hanging out, you know what I mean? Like, yo, this is my room big as this. And like on this side of the wall, it's just like tapes, like CD, like DVDs, tapes. I'm like, damn, bro, what's all this? I'm like, yo, you ever want to hang out? He was like, nah. I was like, yeah, like go out, like, like whatever you need, like, go to the movies, get out. He was like, nah. I was like, what do you be doing? He was like, man, I'll be sitting here watching tape. I said, man, you okay? Something wrong with you? Bro, we 18, 19 years old. What the hell? I'm like, yo, what the hell is wrong
What
with
tapes? Game film?
Game film.
Of who? His?
Who knows, bro? It's like a library of shit. I'm like, how did he get all this? He my age.
Yeah.
Bro, he is sitting there. You like, man, this was what I do. And I was like, okay, bro, you like hella different, huh? He was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna go hang out.
You got good snacks. I'm gonna check out the
But
snacks.
anytime, bro. Anytime you want to hang, I'm good. He was like, hey, I'm gonna be doing this. And at that point, I knew, like, I think it was like his second year with the Lakers. Yeah, it was his second year with the Lakers, and I was just like, man, this dude is gonna be like, he's that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's that guy. He's
Mamba
not
mentality.
So the backstory here is, it's the Olympic, or it's that FIBA team.
Yeah.
So Dan Toney and Mike Krzyzewski is the coach. So I'm on a team. There's only three of us. There's only three two-time All-NBA players. I'm one of them. Is LeBron, D-Wade, and me, right? So, I feel comfortable with I'm on this team.
Yeah.
Right. I understood that I probably wouldn't start the way the lineup was. It's like, okay, Chris Paul will probably start. You know what I mean? That he's a better fit for them. I come off the bench. I'm Rocket Man.
Yeah.
Right. So I already called Coach K, told him, hey, listen, it's for the country. I know, I understand. I grew up on watching the Olympics, so I'm willing to do whatever it takes, play defense, whatever you need me to do. I'm that guy.
So you
right?
talked to Coach K.
I already talked to him. So the problem here was, now if you go to that team, you point out the starters in like our top 7, which would have been like let's see, Dwight Howard. Right, I think Chris Bosh, and I think like Joe Johnson, right? That's on one team. And then I'm left with the other team, right? The Bad News Bears in a sense where.
So this is in scrimmage or something?
Yeah, so we're scrimmaging.
Okay.
So our practices, so it's like, I got Kirk Heinrich, I got Miller, I got Brad Miller, I have Shane Battier, I have Bruce Bowen, right? I have Antoine Jamerson, right? That's my team, right? So if you think about, like, we're going against LeBron, Carmelo, D-Wade, right? Like, we can't keep up, right? So it's all me. So they're basically feeding me the ball to wreck shop against them, right? So now you're talking about, I have the ultra green. So to me, as a competitor, this would be the best starting 5 I probably will ever see in my life, right? Like, I would never see a group of guys that has to guard me and try to stop me like this. So to me, this was a test of where my talent was.
Wait, are we on the scrimmage right now? Or are
we're on scrimmage.
Okay.
So this is practice every day.
Okay.
So the practice every day for me was basically seek out and destroy. The rest of the team was like, let's do this. So all picks, all passes, everybody, it was like, just feed them the ball. It's like, so we were actually beating the team. They had to put in rules like, if you get a charge, it's 2 points. And they started doing shit like that. It was just the weirdest shit ever, right?
Oh, a 4-point play.
Right, and I'm like, well, like, because they're like, the other teams ain't playing like that. It's like, they don't want to shoot. They wants to, like, we're over here celebrating our win, tapping in, because the makeup of the team was kind of like, it was really heavy in driving and no flat out shooting, right? So I remember we was playing at the Army base, we're practicing for the Army base, and then I'm jumping the highest, we got on the Army shit, but it's really, really hot. I'm like Michael Jordan out there. I'm doing dunks I just had no business doing. And I kind of like pull a little groin, and I'm like, oh man, I hope this is not the groin injury that stopped me like 2 years before. So, I go up after it and said, hey, I don't know what's up with my groin, and I know we're making cuts, and, I don't want to hold anybody's spot, that could possibly make this team, because I don't know how serious this is. Colangelo looked me dead in my face and said, yeah, you can go if you want. You were on a bubble anyway. Wait, first of all, I was being nice by volunteering that, I can sit if you're trying to make it. You were supposed to say, you know what, don't worry about it, just stay a little bit longer, But the fact that you agreed with me, that's a problem. And you know what I mean? You said I'm on a bubble, didn't make me turn around the bubble. What team is he looking at? I don't see no Kobe T-Mac, Kevin Garnett on this team, right? Like, most of these guys are bench warmers on their own team, let alone this team, right? I know they're like friends and family, discount here.
Yeah, we got Battier in here and
so
stuff.
I literally put it like this. It was like from here going to Vegas for me. All I kept rewinding was, you're on the bubble. And I'm just running through, like, I had 18 out of the 21 points here. And I'm just like, just sitting here, just like, I'm on a bubble? Oh no, I'm on a bubble, right? That's all I landed, and I was still thinking about what he said. I remember going to Dave McMenamin and said, because he was my ghostwriter for my blog, and I told him, I said, I'm gonna drop 50 on Mike D'Antoni, Nick McMillan, because I can't go back to college to drop 60 or 70 on Coach K. So I'm gonna take it out on his minions, right? And then also in there, I said, the way the team is playing, the way they have the lineup, they're not gonna win gold, right? I said it. And then it was like a day later and I thought about it. I said, no, I don't want to be that guy, that anti, I don't want to be that guy, right? So I called him, I said, can you take out, they're not going to win gold part. Just, I don't want to be, this has nothing to do with the team and I don't want to be, and then he took it out and then I get a call like early and it's like, yo, you were right, they lost. I was like, ooh.
Should have kept it in.
Yeah. And so basically what happens is the lead up to this game, so I played the Blazers first. So everybody's in attendance, right? And then everybody, so you got the people that got 50. Every time I score, they change it. I had a horrible go at it. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
I airballed the game winner or the game tie-in bucket on a floater. Right, so I came in and did a floater, and I airballed the floater. I think the tire win the game. So I remember getting killed. Everyone's laughing, talking trash. We played Seattle the next day. I don't think I scored 50, but I know I scored high 40s, and I hit the game winner there, and then left my jersey in the middle of the court. Basically, Gilbert was here.
Hell yes.
Yeah, so
Mark
I
your
did
territory.
that. I did that against them in Oregon.
So so who is the
Nate McMillan was
McMillan?
McMillan was Blazers.
Yep.
And then so I failed against the Blazers, but then I made up just what I was supposed to have done the next game against them. So fast forward, I score 60 against Kobe. Then I go down to probably Denver. It was probably Denver because that was the game that when someone asked me, you ever felt cheated? I was like, just one game in my life where I looked at the refs and said, yo, why are y'all cheating us? Because they just traded everybody. So there was no one there. We were supposed to come in, steamroll the shit out of them. And nothing. I was 10 for 30. I shot 30 shots, no free throws.
No free throws.
So they kept me off the free throw line. Just kept me off the free throw line. Earl Boykins had all the free throws. I'm like, this is crazy. So when someone asked me about Donahue, and I was like, I don't know if he was on that game or not, but he ended up being on the yes.
Oh, he was on the game.
But I didn't think of, I didn't know who he was.
Fucking Donahue.
So then we go down to,
Sacramento. Sacramento was the next game.
Sacramento was the next game.
Yeah.
And then we go down to Phoenix. It's gonna be televised. So I remember I'm in the gym, and Bill Walton comes up to me and is like, listen, just have a decent game. I'm gonna make sure that decent game looks like a miracle. Everybody's expecting you to come out here and perform. I was like, one thing you ain't gotta worry about is what I'm about to do to them. Right.
What Walton said to that?
Yeah, he was like, oh, good job, Gilbert, because, me and his son, we went to college together. So the rest of the players on my team, they already knew the assignment. This ain't y'all game. This ain't your game.
Just feed.
This is not even about winning, okay? So let's just chalk this up as just a revenge type of game. So I'm in the layup line, right? And D'Antoni did something that just really triggered it, just like, all right, it's on.
What'd he do?
He said, because they're like on a 15, 16-game winning streak. So they're the hottest team in the league, right? He said, hey, Arenas, you're going to need more than 50 to beat us. And I said, oh, don't worry about that. I will have more than 50 to beat you.
He had to. He knew what he was doing.
He was referring to the
Don't poke
blog
the bear.
post. Yeah, he had that blog post in his mind.
Yeah. Everyone. I mean, it's a TV game.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about it. So he was like, you're going to need more than 50 to beat us. And I said, don't worry, I got you.
I want to pause for a minute and talk about something personal to me. I've had the privilege of working closely with Robert Kraft for a long time. And one thing I've always respected is how seriously he takes standing up to hate. As a Jewish athlete, my identity is a huge part of who I am. I'm proud of it. But I've also felt what it's like when people judge you or label you or target you just for that. That's why this new commercial from Blue Square Alliance Against Hate that aired during the big game stuck with me. It shows a kid being targeted at school for being Jewish, and another kid covers the hate with the blue square and walks beside him in solidarity. That moment says everything. Standing up doesn't always mean confrontation. Sometimes it's empathy. Sometimes it's presence. And when you're on a team, in sports or life, you don't leave people to walk alone. If you want to show support, post the blue square and learn more at standuptojewishhate.org.
So
He was.
with KG, was there ever a time that you had to settle him down, like he almost like beat up another guy?
Man, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Man, it was one
I could
day,
just see it.
We was on the plane. We had a team meeting. You know, the team. And this is the next year. KG was hurt this year. So this is the year after we won the championship. And at some point, it was like a disconnect between the older guys and the younger guys on the team. And then I remember Kendrick Perkins had said something. And all I know, we all was on the plane. All the coaches was on the bus because we was all kind of clear the air. And Perk said something that turned on another switch of evil to KG. And I'm sitting here, say Perk is right there, and Kevin is walking over to get in his face. And I thought he was going to kill Perk, like for real, kill him, like
You saw it in his eyes.
unalive him.
Yeah.
Like I saw it in his eyes, and it was just the most intense moment that we had to like get in between them. And I've been around KG for a minute, and I'm like, I've never seen this look. I thought he was really gonna kill Perk over with his bare hands, because you saw like, you know, Kevin was hurt and going through it because he couldn't play right now, and then Perk, I forget what he exactly said, but it was something that was like shouldn't have been said, and he would have unalived him if we didn't jump in the middle of that.
You know, and that happens between the brothers.
Yeah,
That happens. Yeah, well, people don't realize we all try to fight each other every once in a while.
man.
So don't try to make anything crazy out of that, everyone out there. Shit happens all the time.
Yeah,
Trying to fight each other's teammates. That's what makes a team good.
Bro, my money be on KG versus a bear, anything.
man.
KG by a zillion.
By a zillion. KG, my money's always on KG.
I've never seen a man's intensity that high that he yelled and it was in his face, was yelling like, oh, kid, like, I mean, veins started coming out, started sweating. We got killed. Like, I was like, oh, hold on, we gotta get off the plane, y'all.
Yeah.
It was intense.
Oh. What's Doc saying when this is all happening? He was off the bus?
All the coaches this was our team meeting on the plane.
Oh, this is team.
We
team.
landed.
Oh,
we
this
landed.
players only.
Players
meeting.
only.
Yeah, players only.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, this was players only.
This happens.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have those, Jules?
Oh, we had players only meetings. We had players.
Yeah,
only.
players only is like
That's bad. That's not good when players only meetings being called.
you gotta like, because you gotta air out some stuff. You
That
know
means
what I'm
shit is
saying?
not going well. So
Yeah.
shit wasn't going well on this plane flight. Probably got their ass kicked the night before. KG wasn't playing. Perk probably bumped up and said, "Hey man, you ain't playing, bro."
Man,
and then
something.
KG wanted to kill him.
Man.
That's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
In a players only meeting.
Yeah.
KG about to end up on the no-fly list,
How does
man.
a players meeting get called? Is like a captain's like players only meeting, or like what goes down with that?
Paul, how did yours get
Well,
called?
I think it's like, man, we all need to holler. It's all come from somebody.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't call some player meetings like, man, let's chop it. Because you can't call, you just can't, like, players meeting means this is serious. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just call a players meeting.
There can only be certain guys to call players
It's only
meetings.
certain guys can call it, right?
Yeah, you can't be
Right.
you can't be any Slam Jick, Joe, and Harry fucking calling
right.
team meeting.
You're like, man, shut up. You're not
Nobody
here.
shows
like,
up.
Right. Yeah. So this was a much needed meeting. And it was something that had to do with the disconnect. It was, you know what this meeting was about though? This was about some like kind of like off the court type issues.
Yeah.
This was like sometimes, most of the time it's on the full court or on the field issues. This was about some off the court issues, actually. You know, that I can't really get into. But it was, you know.
But we all have them.
But we all have
We all have them.
Right.
How was young Rondo? Was he quiet? He seems quiet and just kind of like always just dishing you guys the ball. Just to.
Yeah, Rondo, yeah, he quiet.
But he will yell.
Yeah, Rondo is fiery, though. Rondo is spicy, and you wouldn't even know it. He got some spice to him. He went to KG University, low-key.
Yeah.
Like, for real. We always say that.
How do you get accepted to that university?
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
Send my applicancy in there. I want to get up in there.
He pulled him under his wing, and he went to KG University. So he got a lot of that in him, too. Just on the low-key more side. Like, but a lot behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Telling you, Rondo is a problem.
How's my dog, Sam Cassell?
Sam good. That's my man.
Me and Sam.
Man, that was my roadie. So like we go on the road, me and him out.
Take us through that.
I can only imagine. Me and Sam used to kick it back in the day out here in LA. He'd be going to the bungalow and stuff.
Yeah, that's my man.
Fucking Sam Cassell is an awesome dude.
Yeah, that was my roadie. If we was gonna do something, it's gonna be me and him. We go out to the restaurant, lounge or something, cigar.
So who's in the roadies? If you have a roadie
on the team,
yeah. Who are your roadies?
Sam was my roadie. Tony Allen was my roadie. KG was my roadie. It was mainly the older guys.
So older guys
like
were roadies.
Rondo and them, they had they little crew, Rondo and Perk, and went out and they did their things together.
I used to see
Leon. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They,
asked for cold tea at the Chinese restaurant, remember? What was that one restaurant we all used to go to after the club?
Yeah.
You ask for cold tea, they give you beer after 2.
Downtown, right?
Yeah, you know.
I know what you're talking about.
I used to see Big Baby in there all the time, taking down hella motherfucking dim sums.
Dim sums.
I saw this dude eating some dim sum one night. I was like, man, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
Banner 17, baby.
Banner 17.
And Paul would go on to be NBA Finals MVP.
Man, that parade was incredible.
Unreal.
Explain the parade to us.
Man. Did y'all go on doing the same? How did y'all do y'all's?
We did it like 2.
Like I'm saying, did y'all go on duck boats?
Yeah. We all. I think everyone in Boston does duck boats.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That was insane, right?
That's fun.
How insane was it?
It was, I mean, it's just a sea of people, and I just remember beers being thrown at us at all angles.
No, they was throwing
shots,
those little shots,
Jaegers, whatever,
throwing
fireballs,
throwing them on the boat.
I mean, it was the parades are the best.
Yeah, man. Wait, how many parades you did?
3.
3 parades.
Tom did. How about Tom doing 7?
7 parades. Jeez. That's insane.
The hell? That's fucking crazy.
That's 7
I mean, Bill Russell did 6 or 8.
10. He did 10.
10?
10 parades.
He had 10 championships.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
That's like, is that the icing on the cake for when the end of the season is when you go to the parade, or is it when you go to Vegas with the boys after the parade?
Man, it's all summer. Really, it's all summer until the next year start.
Just,
you know what I'm saying?
Tour,
the world tour.
Yeah, you just traveling, and it's hard to calm down.
It's hard to calm down.
You know,
what was the biggest bill you guys had to pay for on one of the team partying events in a certain city?
Well, I'll say I don't know. I know for me, for just me, I had a $20K bill.
And just put in perspective, this is 2008, guys.
Yeah. So
all you little chicken heads out there going to the club, spending 20 racks in a weekend now, bottles were only probably like $200 then.
Man, this was like, man, I looked like that was the biggest bill I ever put up. I just kept getting like champagne bottles and But just kept getting them. I kept wanting them to come across with the things. I just all night.
All night.
Champagne campaign, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, my
it was
gosh.
It was like 20,000. I was like, damn.